Hey, beautiful people. Hope you all are doing very well today. Welcome back to the Young and Independent Show, where we discuss a variety of topics to help young folks live lives that are spiritually fulfilled, lives that are value added, lives that are less materialistic, and lives that are financially independent. I'm your host, Sil, and today I want us to talk about serendipity. So, yesterday I got a telephone call that almost numbed me. You all know that I've recently published my first book. I'm sorry you hear the kids screaming in the background. You're gonna ride with me if you want to, but I can't. I'm trying to be as real as possible, and I said it in my last article, my last blog post, that I'm going to make pronunciation mistakes. I'm going to make, you're going to hear noise intruding into the things that I do. That's because I'm not trying to be perfect. Why? Because perfection is the lowest standard that humans can have. Tony Robbins said it. I didn't say it, and I agree with him anyway. So I recently published my book. I've been holding off on publishing that book because I wanted it to be perfect. Again, the lowest standard. I eventually published the book just the way it was, and the feedback has been overwhelming. I'm just, I don't know, but I feel. I mean, yesterday when this lady whom I have never met, I met her via Facebook. Again, serendipity. I'm talking about serendipity today. I never met Natalie, and I met her via Facebook. So the first thing I need you to know is that whenever you help someone, you're actually, like Natalie had said to me, that helping someone is like throwing good into the sea. It's always going to come back to you. How did I meet Natalie? So I belong to a group on Facebook called Authors Support Group. I joined this group because I was looking forward to publishing my book, and I needed all the support that I could get from indie authors. Who are indie authors? Indie authors are people who publish their own books themselves without going via a traditional publishing house. Those are indie authors. So she made a post on the indie authors group. She was looking for illustrators for her children's book, and I thought, I can help her. I've just published a children's book, and it got illustrated by someone on Fiverr.com. So I messaged. I said, hey, you can get it done on Fiverr.com. Blah blah blah. This is a process, and for some reason, I wanted to help her more. I wanted to add more value to her question, to her request for help. So I messaged her privately. When I messaged her privately, she was like, she was just telling me the process, what she's, the stages at which the book was and everything. And I just explained it to her. And she was like, how much am I going to pay you for this? I said, zero. You don't owe me anything. In fact, thank you for giving me the opportunity to do something good, and for making me feel good about doing something good. It's, for me, I feel so good every time someone says thank you to me. It just lights up my eyes. That's why I like to say thank you as many times as possible, because it goes a long way to encourage me to continue to do good. So, that was it. And she said that when the book was ready, she was going to be in touch. We went to talk about other things, and she happened to be living in the UK as well. So I didn't know this before I messaged her. I didn't know anything about her. I just wanted to help. So what happened was that she now, when I told her, actually, I'm going to publish my next book soon. And she's like, hey, hit me up when you publish. She sent me the link. I'd definitely like to read the book. So when I published the book, a few weeks later, I sent her the link, and she was the very first person, you all, to buy the book. She jumped on Amazon, bought the book, took a photo as soon as it arrived and sent it to me. I was like, yay! In fact, I first saw the book with her. I mean, the real hard copy of the book with her. And I was like, yay, I'm excited. And all this while, she hadn't read the book. So she only read the book. She messaged me yesterday and said, hey dear, we need to talk. All I want to say is thank you. And I was like, okay. I was thinking about her the exact same time she messaged me. How amazing. And as soon as her message hit my Facebook Messenger inbox, I was like, gosh, Nat, you've got long life. Like, you've got long life. That's what we say in Africa anyway. When someone reaches out to you the same time that you're thinking about them, you say, oh, you've got long life. And I said to her, oh, you've got long life. You know, she's from Greece. Or she's Greek. She's Greek. And, she's like, should I write or do you want me to just tell you? I was like, at this time, I didn't really know what she wanted to say. If she wanted to critique my work. You know, I'm open to criticism. By all means, that's the only way to get better. I see it as feedback, to improve. And she said, and when she just started talking, I just started crying. She was like, Sylvie, your book is amazing. I've been reading it for 3 days now. I can't put it down. You put this. You said you said the things. As an academia, I think the book is perfect. You're not trying to make the book academic. You're just making the book very relatable. And when I read your words, I can see myself in your words. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you for putting this book out there and for giving me for making it possible for me to have access to this book. And I was like, oh my God. I just started crying. Like, oh my God. This is the first, I've received many feedbacks for the book, but I don't know, for some reason, the way she was talking to me, the passion in her voice, I just started burst into tears and I said, oh, this is serendipity. Absolutely. So, what I want to tell you, okay, is that when you put things out there, you will find your tribe. So when I was making this book, I knew for sure that this book had experiences and that women will find it very valuable, you see. But to get that feedback yesterday and then for everything that came behind that telephone call, I want to connect you with my best friend. She's also a writer. Let's do a group together, connect. I said, yeah, let's absolutely do that, because as women, we live in a man's world. We're already at a disadvantage. We have to support each other. And the second serendipity that I experienced yesterday was that my daughter, Edine Fleur, my college daughter, she's going to be my daughter for life, Equem. She shared my book on her Facebook page, and she made a post and shared the book. And someone sent me a Facebook request yesterday. When I saw the request, I clicked on the person's profile, and I was like, who is this person? I don't know him, but I see that he knows more than 30 people that I know. So I accepted the request, and I was like, I messaged, hi, do I know you from somewhere? Your face is not familiar. The name doesn't speak to me. And I was like, oh no, I saw your book on Edine's Facebook post, and I wanted to reach out. How can I get the book? And I was like, oh wow. I was like, hey. Then I screenshotted his profile and sent to my daughter. I said, hey, daughter, do you know this guy? She's like, yeah, that's my classmate. I was like, ooh. So I asked the guy, where do you live? He said, I live in Dubai. I was like, okay, fantastic. I sent him a link. He was like, oh, I'm getting this book for my wifey. So that's serendipity again, guys. This morning, before I made this podcast, I was connected to my school BIC, Sister Yolanda. And she, we were just talking about the book. She was like, kudos, well done for putting yourself out there. I'm totally going to get the book. I read the intro and it was amazing. I can't wait to read it. And I'm going to, any way I can support, please let me know. And I said, if you can just share it with your network, and encourage as many people as possible to buy and leave reviews. That's all. I just want to be able to bless as many women with this book. It's, I'm coming from a place of service. A lot of people think that books will enrich you, but it's not the case. The royalties from books is very minimal. In some cases, in fact, the royalties from books is very minimal. My passion is really to have impact, to live a life that outlives me. And, at some point I got scared that, oh my God, I have all these things inside me. I don't want to die with them. I don't want to take this to the grave, because oftentimes my virtual mentor, Les Brown, would say that, we have to live full and die empty. And I totally subscribe to that philosophy, that we have to give our very best here on earth and leave our footprint to the best of our ability, not in a bad way, but in a way that really adds value to people's lives. That's the place I'm coming from, a place of service. And this is just one of many books that I am working on, which I intend to publish. And all my books are really focused on adding value to people's lives, breaking generational poverty. Look out for this phase is coming. A call to success for young Africans is also coming. The grass is not greener on the other side. It's definitely on its way. And how to overcome masculine predators is also on its way. I'm working on all these books. Consumer, how capitalism is eating the young, all this excitement that young people have, buying wigs that they cannot afford, buying telephones that they cannot afford, instead of buying courses that add value to their life, that increase their value in the marketplace, where they can go on and create enterprises, hire more people, just make the world a better place. So those are all the books that I'm working on, and I can't wait to share them with you all. But I'm so grateful for the serendipity that I'm experiencing with my very first publication. I am overwhelmed with all the love. My home country, Cameroon, has ordered more than 100 books. I'm so excited. The target is to sell 5,000 books in Cameroon. In Africa, I want to sell as many books. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of books, because that's really where the book is going to have the most impact. For sure, women around the world. And one of the things that Miss Natalie said to me, the lady who contacted me on Facebook, she said to me that, Sylvie, I'm going to push this book to the bed. I need to push this book, because every single woman under the sun should have this book. They will connect, they'll love it, and it's going to definitely bless their life in one way or the other. It made me cry, guys. I sobbed. I was like, me, Sylvie, me. I wrote a book that is going to impact women all over the world under the sun. Are you kidding me? What was I waiting for all this while? But hey, this is what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that little notch, which most people are waiting for, that little notch to do something, to go out there and to just be imperfect. That's what I was waiting for. Some people will read this book and leave 1-star reviews and say this is nonsense. Others will read the book and say, you changed my life. I'm rooting for those who would say you changed my life. And for those who say this is nonsense, I'm willing to take critical feedback, So thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I'm just here to serve. And I'm doing that across social media, the different social media handles we have on the blog post, youngandindependent.com, on the Instagram, Young and Independent 35, on Facebook, Young and Independent People or Young and Independent Community. And we have got a YouTube as well, Young and Independent. I have not started making videos for the YouTube. I'm really procrastinating about this. I need another notch, to start doing videos and just talking about things like this on video, because I know that some people are visual. I'm going to try, to get out of my, that place where I am, the place of fear that I can't face people. Some people, when I told Nyake this, she was like, it doesn't seem, right. I think you're a very extroverted person, but that's not true. I'm introverted. I'm always in my home, not because I don't like to hang out, but I'm just, but that's something for another day. I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that you should put yourself out there with your imperfections, exactly where you are with what you have. If this podcast today, if you take anything away from this podcast today, is that some people are waiting for you to write your story. I'm going to create, or I'm trying to register a Black publishing house for young Africans who want to publish their stories, their expertise, and their skills, who want to turn that into books and publish them. All right, thank you. If you're interested, leave me a note, a comment in the comment section of this book, and let's talk about publishing your own story, your own book. Thank you so much, and until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.